Hello everyone and welcome to my SW Metro official channel. After Kody Brown humiliates his sister, Mykelti Brown lashes out at him. Mykelti Brown Padron was Kody Brown's lone child ally for a very long time. Because of his frequent tantrums, Kody has done a fantastic job of isolating his kids. Mykelti frequently opted to remain impartial throughout these arguments. Her goal was to stabilize the unsteady family. In the most recent Sister Wives episode, Mykelti lashes out at Kody for his transgressions. Maddie, Kody's daughter, is mocked. Even his adult children are not immune to Kody Brown's tendency to voice his opinions. In the latest episode of Sister Wives, Kody dismisses Maddie Brown. He refers to her as a gossip. He goes on, "They're deliberately excluding me from their lives as retaliation for a crime I didn't commit. You witnessed Madison steal her children away from me by taking them. She kept her pregnancy a secret from me. She never disclosed to me that she was expecting a child. When it comes to his kids, Kody is utterly naive." Janelle, Maddie's mother, defended her. She utters, "The way he has treated his family is the only thing that has the kids upset with him. The way he has abandoned everything. In all honesty, Maddie doesn't communicate with him. She takes great care to protect her kids. Evie is 3.5, and Kody hasn't been there since she was born. Furthermore, she didn't want him to simply show up and introduce himself as her grandfather. And they were saying, what? This guy, who is he? Do you understand what I mean?" Mykelti confronts her father. Mykelti was fast to stand up for her sister. She claims in her candid interview that it is unjust for grandparents to think they always have access to their grandchildren's lives. Padron clarified the facts and defended her sister on social media. She utters, "Look, I acknowledge I did blank wrong," he could have said, rather than blaming the parents, gossip, the children, or how they felt about his relationship with his previous wife. "I apologize. Could we discuss it? That seems like it would have a significant impact. Look, Dad, this situation happened, I've said. You did this for me even though I needed you to. We're having problems because you laid the blame elsewhere." Star of Sister Wives Mykelti Padron. Facebook/Mykelti Padron. According to Mykelti Brown, she is frequently in charge of soothing her father Kody Brown before he accepts responsibility for his deeds. Mykelti further stated, "I had to tell him straight out, look, this is what happened. And he has spoken clean with me about his accountability. He accepted responsibility, but in the process, he placed blame elsewhere. All I needed, and I believe all my siblings needed, was for him to take full responsibility for nothing. Say, I'm sorry, but don't necessarily accept full responsibility. I'm aware of my mistakes, how can I make amends and what can I do?" Tony Padron and Mykelti at a Sister Wives confessional. Padron went on to say that things are not going well between her and Brown. She believes her father should stop placing the blame for his misdeeds on other people and accept responsibility for them. Tony Padron, Mykelti's spouse, claims that Kody's pride prevents him from being open and acknowledging his mistakes. Tony added that Kody doesn't comprehend his kids. Mykelti concurred with her spouse without delay. How do you feel about Mykelti criticizing her father Kody's behavior? Kody Brown, star of Sister Wives, has pulled his and Robin Brown's pricey Flagstaff home off the market in an apparent attempt to deceive his former wives. This choice is made at the same time that Christine Brown files a potentially costly lawsuit against her ex-husband, Kody. Everyone is wondering, therefore, is Kody using real estate speculation as a way to avoid having to pay his debts to one or more of his ex-wives? Because the equity in Robin and Kody's house is teeming with the money of all three of his former girlfriends. Kody and Robin put their 4,400 square foot, 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom house up for sale in August for $1.65 million. Compared to 2019, this was almost twice as much as they paid $890,000. Then, Sister Wives Season 19 debuted on September 15th. Additionally, Christine's attorney filed a complaint against Kody Brown the next day. The purpose of the lawsuit is to prove that Kody is truly Brown's father. A demand for both past due and present-day child support payments follows. Kody removed the house from the market by October 8. However, not before bringing the price down to $949,000 from $700,000. This sum was only $59,000 more than what they had paid 5 years prior for their purchase. This seems like a strange action. For what reason did Kody and Robyn remove the listing? Is it possible that they reduced the asking price and then removed the ad to give the impression that the home has no equity? Or lack enthusiasm for the market? In the midst of Christine's lawsuit, Sister Wives, Kody Brown takes the Flagstaff house off the market. Fans of Sister Wives witnessed the family relocate to Flagstaff, Arizona, in the middle of 2018. And this was how their present financial troubles started. In 2019, Robyn and Kody discovered their enormous dream home, but they lacked the funds for a down payment. Kody was still married to Christine Brown, Janelle Brown, and Mary Brown in a spiritual sense at the moment. As a result, the 3 other sister wives of his had to contribute a portion of their own funds to the down payment. Stated differently, each of the 3 previous wives contributed to the down payment on Robyn Brown's home. Janelle thought the contributions were significant enough to justify including Mary, Christine, and herself on the official paperwork, such as the mortgage. Kody, though, declined. And asserted that Robyn's estate needed to be protected. During a Sister Wives episode, Robyn talked about this. How do you calculate, how do you figure that out?" she inquired. "It's really perplexing. However, it's not. The amount each wife gave them is known to them. That is the loan's principal. That is what her and Kody owe, plus a fair interest rate. This is comparable to what Kody and Robyn Brown would have needed to pay in order to offset the down payment that they were unable to afford on their own for a second mortgage. Alternatively, you may calculate a proportion of ownership based on the cash contributions made by each of the wives towards the house. For example, if the wives contributed the same sums, they would each own a quarter of the house. Just have the pricey Flagstaff home evaluated now, and when the mortgage is paid off, divide the selling earnings among the ex-wives. Simple as pie. However, it is absurd to argue that you are exempt from repaying the loan because it is too difficult to compute. SW, did Christine, Janelle, and Mary owe money from Robyn's down payment on her house? In a recent episode, Janelle Brown already proposed hiring a lawyer to handle the situation. Since Kody stated on Sister Wives that he won't discuss it with her or provide her with any information. The fact that Christine is suing for child support and Janelle is threatening legal action may be the reason why Kody's family isn't ready to sell the house just yet. When the court ruling is released, he and Robyn might have to pay Christine some back child support if they receive money from the sale. Christine ought to receive back child support for a minimum of 3 years, if not longer. Exactly when Kody ceased endorsing Truly Brown will determine a lot. Furthermore, until Truly becomes 18, or maybe older if she attends college, he will be required to pay ongoing child support. For Janelle, Mary, and Christine Brown, their investment money ought to be recouped at the very least. With interest, with a 10% ceiling imposed by state law in Arizona. Kody Brown would probably have to reimburse his 3 ex-wives for their investment if he sold the property. Kody and Robyn could be able to postpone paying Mary, Janelle, and Christine back if they decide not to sell. In fact, this makes Kody and Robyn decide not to sell the house at all. If they did decide to move, they could actually keep the current house and use it as rental property. Wouldn't it be nice to visit Robyn and Kody Brown's large Airbnb next to Coyote Pass and view all of her amazing artwork hanging on the walls? Kody Brown is unaware of reality and ignorant of boundaries. The 19th season of Sister Wives has brought to light just how much Kody Brown has lost touch with reality, particularly when it comes to his relationships with his children and ex-wives. Kody has been on a downward spiral ever since his multiple marriages to Christine, Janelle, and Mary Brown ended. The man who once praised polygamy appears and sounds different from the person he was in 2010 when Sister Wives made its premiere. The relationships in the Brown family have changed significantly, as evidenced by Sister Spouses Season 19, particularly with Kody's deteriorating ties with his previous spouses. The father of 18 has always been irrational, but in Sister Wives Season 19, he appears to be acting much more so. While continuing to place the blame on his previous wives, Kody has found it difficult to accept the fact that his multiple marriages have changed over time. At least from Kody's perspective, it is very obvious that the focus of Season 19 will be contrasting the various accounts of what transpired between Kody and his ex-girlfriends. This season will demonstrate just how disconnected from reality Kody has been ever since his multiple marriages ended. Kody is upset that his ex-wives aren't involving him in other pursuits. It seems like they are punishing Kody. Meri Brown, a famous sister wife, is seen scowling alongside Kody and Robyn Brown on a purple backdrop with bright light. When Kody's ex-wives and their children decided to hunt for houses out of state without him, he didn't seem happy. The daughter of Madison Bush, Janelle, and Kody disclosed that she and her spouse intended to purchase some land in Montana. They were supposed to investigate it later with Janelle. Kody didn't like the concept, but Janelle was cool with it because she was ready to go. Aware that he suffered from FOMO, the family patriarch admitted to the cameras that they were purposefully omitting him as a kind of a punishment. Even though Kody is a conceited person, his need for approval, control, and attention may force him to experience FOMO. He would feel marginalized by his ex-wife's rejection since he would be losing out on opportunities to be acknowledged for his contributions to the family. It appears that Kody is still figuring out what divorce entails and how to treat his ex-wives with the utmost respect. But as a former polygamist, Kody may be clinging to its family structure, which keeps the group together even when partnerships dissolve. It's possible that the sister wives co-star is struggling to let go. Thus, it's possible that his urge to participate in all the little things stems from Kody's refusal to accept the end of his couplings, leading him to perceive it as a punishment even when it isn't. Given the hostility, Robyn and Kody talked about how awkward it was for them to attend a family member's wedding in the most recent episode of Sister Wives. The polygamous marriage of Meri, Janelle, and Christine was largely to blame for the awkwardness. The Brown family had previously gotten together for other family occasions. That wasn't the case with this union, though. Kody once mentioned that he had discussed missing the event with the bride and groom. There is a growing popularity for reality TV. Here are a few of the top reality TV series available for streaming or viewing at the moment, out of a wide selection. He could not get over his sentiments of betrayal by his ex-wives and feared an awkward run-in with part of the family. All the signs pointed to Logan Brown and his fiancée Mykelti's wedding, even if the Browns chose to ignore the couple's identities. Kody's ego appeared to have the upper hand over familial values. His refusal to put aside personal grievances for this family gathering demonstrated how highly he valued his sense of significance. Meri and Kody disagreed about the best course of action for their separation. Regarding Meri's wish to file for divorce from their Utah church, Kody provided an update during the Sister Wives episode that aired on September 22nd. At a confessional, Meri said that although none of the women could be legally married to Kody, they had undergone a convent at their church, and since they were ending their relationship, she felt compelled to end that. I feel like it's best to terminate that because we're not moving forward with any marriage and I don't want to be sealed to him for eternity if he doesn't want me. Meri asserted that she had inquired about Kody's feelings and recognized his resistance to that. The patriarch of the Brown family observed that the two partners would never be able to get back together. Kody continued to be rude and mean to Meri, telling her that he would let her do anything she wanted to get away from him and that he didn't want to be held responsible to the church. I want nothing to do with this church and all of their nonsense. I'm going to let Meri do what she does, because if I get angry with her, it turns into a fight, and I needed her to leave since it took a very long time for her to grasp that it was done and ended years ago. It's doubtful whether Kody realizes how important he is to Meri. Given how poorly he had treated Meri over the years, it was ironic that Kody felt he had a choice in allowing her to move on and live her life. The Sister Wives actress emotionally distanced herself from Meri following the catfishing incident. Meri tried to better herself and concentrated on getting back in touch with him, but it didn't work. As they commemorated their 30-year wedding anniversary, Kody noted that having a close relationship with Meri felt like joining the hookup scene. Therefore, given how tense their relationship has been, Kody shouldn't feel that he needs to allow Meri to divorce him. It's clear that Kody shouldn't have any say over Meri's choices because he had already mentally checked out of their marriage before she moved out. Meri has learned to live on her own terms and become more independent through her entrepreneurial endeavors since their split. Mary doesn't need the patriarch of sister wives' approval to follow her heart, so she shouldn't be stopped by Kody's domineering behavior towards someone he has repeatedly stated he has no affections for.